What's going on, guys? Here's the new update for Axis Football. I'm going to go through all the patch notes and everything. I'm going to show you some nice features that were added, and I'm going to show you some gameplay as well. Now, this is really the second patch for this game. Now, we're not going to really talk about the bug fixes. Those are just some of these I did report though, and they've gotten fixed already, which is cool. But let's get to the exciting part. Let's get to the new features here. I'm going to read all of these to you guys. Okay, so now we have the ability to roster mod even easier with an Excel file he's added. He's included an Excel file with all the team roster information for easier modding. You can copy and paste directly from the Excel file to the individual team files. He's made the position abbreviations in the roster mod, the text files, more descriptive to better understand what players you're editing. Now that was a much needed feature because I didn't edit rosters because I didn't know. Before it just said like DB, DB, DB. It didn't say if it was a safety or anything, but now he's labeled each position accordingly, so now it'll be a lot easier to mod the rosters. Now he's moved all the files and folders related to modding to a mod folder for better organization. And that's really, comforting to know that this guy is behind the modding, that he's made his own folder in his game that says modding, come here to mod. Yeah, that's awesome. Now he's added a player statistical mod. Now you can actually go in and edit the stats for the players. So now we can make the great players great and the crappy players crap. It's going to make it feel a lot better. Now here's what I really like. You can now cycle backwards between players on defense before a play starts. Now I had this suggestion. I wanted this, and this got put in on this patch because I didn't like how you just had to keep pushing A, and if you made a mistake, you couldn't go back. But now you can. I still want to see a little more tweaks to it, but like with the arrows and stuff. But maybe that'll come in the future. Improved the defense's AI's ability to recognize plays, reducing the effectiveness of running the same play over and over. I haven't really tested out that much. Adjusted the kicking power and power of kickoffs to be more in line with the NFL. Now the name of the AI player with the ball will now show. This is another thing that I wanted and that's got put in this patch. Because if you looked at my last video when I showed some gameplay of Axis, you saw my player names, but you didn't see the defense's player names or the computer's player names. But now you will. That's a feature that I asked for, and it got put in. There's some other stuff here. Decoupled the time the AI waits to snap the ball from the frame rate and move to a time-based delay. This game, the main thing of this patch was the optimization. This game runs a hell of a lot smoother now, guys. Oh my God, it's like silky smooth for me on my rig anyway. I bet my laptop can even run it really smooth. And my laptop isn't really made to run games. But this is great. Now, he's implementing coach mode and new player models next month in the next update in August. Mid-August, I think. So, now let's go to the forums a little bit here and look around because I want to show you guys something. This is a suggestions thread, and look at all the suggestions I've made. He's actually made me a moderator for the forums, which is really nice of him to do. But look, these are the suggestions I have, the things that I want added in the game eventually. Of course, you can read through these. I'll have the link in the description if you want to read through all this. But yeah, this is the stuff that I want to see added. Now, none of the stuff that got added in this patch was in this list because I had made another list before the pinned threads got added. But I do believe that he's gonna put some of these features in. I guarantee it because this guy's dedicated. He's dedicated. Now, what's really exciting, guys? One of the Madden modders came to the forums and says he's interested in modding this game. He says he's got a lot of experience modding. Here he is, right here. His name is Jay something. Where is it at? Right here, Jay. Well, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but he is interested in doing a text mod. He's trying to get a text mod going. I'm not sure if the developer will be able to support that or not, but regardless, he's interested in modding this game. And that's great because he says he's got all kind of ideas already to increase the atmosphere of the game. The crowd and all this other stuff. Sound stuff. People have been asking about the sounds. There's a mod thread here where people have been sharing their ideas and their mods that they've already made and the rosters and stuff. But yeah, man, just look at this. This is what you call support. Some of these people really want another football game that they can mold and call their own. This game isn't there yet, but with this kind of support from the developers and the community is actually latching onto this as well. There's quite a bunch of people here wanting to put in their 2 cents, and that's why I encourage you guys to also put in your 2 cents. If you want something in the game or you want to see something added, go to the forums, post it. This guy will listen. I guarantee it. He will listen to you. He will definitely listen. And that's what we've been missing, guys. We haven't had that kind of interaction, with the developer before when it comes to a football game. I've mentioned, good developers on Steam, but this guy takes the cake. I have never seen a developer this eager to do what the community wants. He wants to do what we want. He wants to see this game grow, and I want to see this game grow. So that's why I asked you guys in previous videos to try to support this guy. If not through funds, offer your support in the forums. Ask for stuff. Give suggestions. Look what's already happened already. I've already had a lot of my suggestions already put in this last patch here. And he's suggesting that we add our feedback and ask, what do we want? In the pinned thread it says, we want to make the game that you want. Suggestions here. If that ain't a green light, guys, I don't know what is. But this is exciting, guys. I mean, look, there's a lot of people supporting this game on the forums, and I'm really excited about the modder from Madden coming in. Madden 08, one of the Madden 08 modders. He's going to bring his friends, you can bet. Now let's go here. As you can see, he's got the modded folder here. Actual mod folder in the player, where you can select your players and mod them. He's even made an Excel file here where you can it's a lot easier to work with, make changes. If you still want to do it the old way, you can. Now let's look at this. This is the new mod here. Let's look at this. This is where you can actually go in. We're going to look at the Broncos. Now, we can't change the names just yet, but you bet your ass that's coming. Yeah, you got speed, tackle break. Yeah, see how he's changed the description to make it easier to mod, so we know who we're talking about. Before it just said DB, it didn't say strong safety or free safety, but now you can tell. So let's look at this: speed, tackle break, fumble, catch, blocking, throw accuracy of obviously Manning's a 99, kick power, kick accuracy, block break, and tackling. This is pretty basic stuff, but this is something we can work with. We can work with these statistics and kind of make the game as close to the NFL counterparts as possible. There's some other changes that were made in the game. Like I said, optimization was a big thing. Let's go in and look at the game. Right off the bat, you can tell he's made a change with the kickoffs. You see how the kicker's positioned now? They're not off sides like they were before. If you watch my last video of Axis, you'll see how they were way positioned wrong. But this is the kind of changes he's making, little changes here and there to get where he wants to go, where we want to go. So now it looks more realistic now. There's been some changes to the punting, the kicking game as well. Before the ball would never go to the end zone, ever. It didn't seem like it would. But now it will. I've noticed a lot of other things. The AI will not let you run the same play over and over, it seems. Alright, got to put my sensitivity up for passing. You see how I'm rolling out, how bigger the circle gets? I'm trying to lead my guy way out here, a little too far overthrown. The passing game takes getting used to. And it's going to take some chemistry with your wide receivers, knowing how fast they are. And this is going to all be changeable when we mod it and everything. So everything's changed. Everything will change. Nothing is set in stone. Now here, as you can see, I can go backwards. Well, I'll show you in the next play. Now the rosters are not modded right now because the new update, because he altered the description, we're going to have to redo it, which is fine by me because that was a much needed fix. But right here, as you can see, you know, it shows the actual name of the computer player. It didn't have that in the last update at the launch. This is something else that I requested. I actually requested for me to be able to see the player names on the computer side. So that's yet another thing, guys. My suggestions are getting put in the game. Already, at least 5 of my suggestions have already been put in. And that's what I like to see. And this is why I'm excited about this game. I know it's not there yet. I know it's nowhere near. But the fact that the developer is listening to us and is taking our feedback and making and doing things with it. He's not just listening and say, okay, I'll do it for you. He's doing actions. Actions speak louder than words, and he's doing it. He is actually doing it. Now next month there's going to be another update with updated player models, modding uniforms. We'll be able to mod the uniforms. I don't know how detailed the uniforms are going to be yet. But he's saying that we're going to be able to go in and change the uniforms to what we like. Can't do that right now, but we got the statistical modding to hold us over for a while. And Tannehill with a nice bomb here. That was a deep bomb there. Yeah, guys. I'm telling you, the game is growing. You may not see it, but I do. I see it, and I want the community to see it as well. You know. It's not where it needs to be, but when it gets the funds it needs, it's going to get better. He's talking about making a Kickstarter for the fall to get the funds he needs for additional features in 2016's iteration. Now I'm hoping this includes a motion captured animations, custom animations, and hopefully it does. That leads me to a question, guys. Would you support a Kickstarter for this guy to improve the game even more? And build the game that you want? I mean, come on, guys. It don't get much better than this. You ask for something, it's probably going to get put in. And plus, we got the modders behind us now. I like what I see.